searching for an answer in my soul.
This program is part of the Scene Projects Podcast Network. The Scene Project features interviews with independent musicians, comedians, and artists from across the Midwest. Become part of our community and support local art wherever you are.
Hi, and welcome everyone back to another episode of Soul Impact. I'm your host, Willie. Today, I got with me, from the heart of Missouri comes a voice built on hustle, hunger, and hard truth. He's carving the lane in Midwest rap game with raw energy, unfiltered emotions. This is Dmidd, sharing his story, his grind, and his purpose, right here on Soul Impact.
What is up?
What's up, buddy? I'm glad you could be on here.
I'm glad to be here.
The day's still young. Don't be so glad yet.
We'll see who's suffering at the end of this.
Someone gave me too much power. Told me to start a podcast. Someone gave me too much power. But anyway, the story behind the podcast, we've talked a lot off camera because, I've ran sound for you and stuff. But the story behind this is my childhood sucked. There was a lot of abuse. So I used this podcast as a way to encourage people during mental health and encourage artists that are struggling to believe in themselves. So for those of them watching that don't know you, why don't you tell them who you are and kind of what you got going on?
I'm just a producer that likes to make noise. I do a lot of hip hop, but I don't really just consider myself a rapper because I sing and I do some more rock stuff now too. Really, I feel like hard truth is kind of one of the things that I like to focus on, especially, I don't know why, but it's like Kevin Gates says it the best. Like, whenever your heart's broken, you just write really good music for some reason. I'm paraphrasing. That's not how he said it, but that's when it kind of clicked to me is when he was talking about it. And I feel like I like writing about that kind of stuff just because there is so much raw emotion just within having to deal with that. So that's kind of what I'm about, is writing about the hard arguments, the hard conversations you have to have with yourself, the reality of what dating is today,
There's not a whole lot of people out there that I'd take home to mama right now. I tell you that much.
I'm pretty picky.
This dating game is more like a septic pool, okay?
I mean, I'm trying to stay positive. You know what I mean? I want to believe that there is eventually a white picket fence with a little Dmidd running around in the yard. Eventually. Hopefully it's not when hopefully it's not when I'm 50 and I can't, take him to the park and throw a ball around with him or some shit, but
So, what's the story behind your name?
So my spiel with that is, to me, the most important part of being an MC is to be true to yourself. So that's how I chose my name, because my name is Dustin Middleton. So I chose to be Dmidd because it's still my name.
I see that.
Yeah.
So you're in the Columbia area, correct?
That is where I am stuck in confinement. They won't let me leave. The shadow people. They won't let me leave Columbia.
You're gonna have people thinking you're crazy before this He's really not that bad in person, guys. I met him once or twice. He's strange, but not that strange. So, what's a song that you have heard, not necessarily, not one of yours, because we'll get to that later,
Okay.
that you've heard and it's just resonated with you, that when times got hard and you felt like it was time to give up, that it's just kept pushing you?
Ooh.
I know me and these
Oh, no, those change as frequently as my favorite artist. Well, not like my favorites, but you know what I mean. Like there's just there's a lot of talent out there if you're paying attention. So I'm always hearing somebody new. I'm just like, oh shit, that guy's pretty. I'm trying to think of like one specific song that just continuously pushes me through hard times. I don't know. I'm kind of
drawing a blank.
I'm torn between Call Me just because it's like one of those like super emotional songs by Shinedown.
Well, I'm glad you said who it's by, because I was not thinking of that song. I was, because you talked about the dating game or dating, and then you said call me. So here it is. I'm thinking of so here's my number. So call me maybe.
What the fuck? Is that the kind of guy I look like?
Well, you were talking about this dating, and I mean, it kind of fit the topic, buddy.
Oh no, I was just it's just like one of those like super emotional songs that whenever like I'm on the music, it reminds me that sometimes it's important to make something that you might have to record a couple times because you have to cry it out the first time.
Oh,
you know.
I mean, and I say this on almost every episode. It's music. I don't think it's the same as it used to be.
Yeah. I'm not crying. I got sleepy in my eyes, bro.
I didn't mean to make you cry. I'm sorry.
Nah,
I don't think music's the same. I really don't. I mean, it's getting back to what it used to be, but I don't think enough people put enough heart into it. Nowadays, it seems it's more about the quantity of the music versus the quality.
Well, and I don't even feel like it's the quantity now, just based more on views. So if you can make just like a quick like minute long drop pretty much with a hard bar on it, and people will like play it over and over again in reels and stuff like that, or have a piece of a song that fits the mark on something like that somebody makes a dance to and it takes off, that's more likely to make it than a lot of the I don't want to talk about this right now because it's sad and I don't want to be in my feels type music.
Yeah, but I'm a guy that likes that kind of music. I like to sing. And I don't know about you, and I know we talked a little bit, but I use music to help me go through the 5 stages of grief. If I'm sad, I want to listen to a sad song that is relatable to what I'm going through.
Mm-hmm.
Same with happy, anger, whatever the emotion is. That's how I've always been. You know, I want to be able to feel them moments and motivate me.
Right.
So if you could perform with any artist, who would it be? And you can't say Fire White because that already happened.
That's kind of a tough one, actually. I don't know. I could see, I mean, Tech would be cool, but I feel like that's pretty generic. Like, who doesn't want to do something with Tech?
I think it'd be awesome to sound for him.
Yeah. Chris Calico would be pretty cool. I think it'd be pretty dope to do a song with Chris Calico or like a Devon Terrell. Aaron Benton.
So what about someone that's no longer with us? Who's that artist that you would perform with that's no longer with us?
Juice WRLD's up there. I'd have to put Eddie Van Halen on that list too.
Mm-hmm.
I want an original guitar sample from Eddie Van Halen.
Writing versus recording. Where do you spend most of your time fine-tuning it?
I actually freestyle most of my lyrics. I don't really write like that. So I feel like I spend a lot of time just like playing with words in my head in front of the mic.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So do you just remember it when you come to perform?
Well, yeah, bro. I have a whole studio. I record it. I listen to it. I practice it. I know if it sounds like shit or not. If I don't like it, I go back and I do it again. You know.
I mean, I've seen you perform what, 3 times now?
I think yeah, like 3.
But you're right there with Fire White. I've heard you do the same songs, but and I tell everybody this. I talk about her a lot, but I love her stage presence.
Yeah.
Like I've seen her probably going on 10 times, and not once has the presence of that performance been the same.
Yeah. It's all about emotionality, man.
It is. I love when, as a sound guy, when there's no voices on them tracks, and like, or if there is voices on it, that you make sure you're still doing your part.
Oh yeah.
Nothing more that frustrates me than having someone come up there and holds the mic way back here and lip sync the whole thing. You know,
right. Well, I mean, and you can always tell. You can always tell when somebody's not actually singing into the mic during their set, even if they have backing vocals. And like me as an artist, I know sometimes you go up there and you get way too excited about a part and you just wind yourself, so you have to take a breath and skip a word. That's why I'll leave a backing track in mine. But if anytime anybody's ever seen me, you can still hear my voice over my backing track.
Oh yeah. And like, you can adjust your volume according to match that.
Yeah. It's like, the trick that I don't think anybody gets is just this trick right here. The head of the mic is supposed to be like right here, you know, don't cup it. You just want to have it like on your chin or under your lip, depending on, you know, where your mouth is at. And then that way you help out the sound guy, because that way he's not struggling, you know, to figure out where he's supposed to have the volume at.
Yeah, because it's really hard, because like then you have these guys that, as a sound guy, you know, I see it too many times that people will come up, I can't hear him. Turn him up. I can't.
Yeah.
Why can't you? And I'll be like, watch. And I'll have the mic all the way down, and you can still hear him like he was before. I said he's not singing.
Yeah.
And there are them guys, and I'm not knocking anybody. I don't want you to think that.
Oh,
they are talented. But
yeah.
I think it takes the heart out of the performance. I really do. There's a difference between having the backing track and having the whole track. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between just bringing your whole song and trying to sing over your whole song versus having them backing tracks on there when you lose your breath, and you know.
Yeah.
But I like that.
Do it though. Like, especially a lot of famous artists do it.
Oh, I know. So, if you could give an advice to a struggling artist or someone struggling, we're going to break that down first. Mm-hmm. If you could give advice, someone struggling mentally,
don't come to me for advice. Shit. Hey, listen, I'm just gonna say, like, I'm generally So I struggle with like depression on a regular basis. That is like something I've been diagnosed with. I'm bipolar and I am ADD. So I am a hyper focused overthinker that has manic depressive thoughts and tendencies that is bipolar. So that is a lot to throw into a guy that has a whole sound system and an expensive mic to play with. Yeah. So I feel like I would say seek help if it's getting to a point where you're gonna harm yourself or something. Like actually go seek out help, because I still struggle with that shit. Like, yeah.
So, what's next for you?
Hopefully bigger stages outside of the Midwest area,
So,
and then the world.
so you mentioned that mental health, and you know, how does that affect your music?
I don't release shit as frequently as I should because I get in my head and think everybody hates me.
I know that feeling. I've been there.
Yeah.
So, you're talking about stretching out and going worldwide. We'll say, who would be that one person you would want to go on tour with?
I don't know. There's so many local artists. Like, I don't think one tour would be enough unless I have like a whole weekend or like a week long festival. Like, with the amount of local artists that I would want to take with me on that ride. Let alone the famous ones that I would want to just come in and like, do a set real quick, as just like, a surprise guest at the end of the show or some shit, Because that's one thing I can say is there's definitely like a sense of community in the music scene, even though like sometimes it is cliquey, like, but what isn't? I feel like as an adult, you just kind of have to accept that shit's going to be cliquey and people are going to have their friends, and sometimes you just don't fit in with everybody.
Right on.
Did Tatum and then bring the
Raw.
How do you want the fans to feel after your performance?
Like they understand that they're not alone if they've ever felt anything that my music portrays.
So, do you have any upcoming albums coming out or release date?
Manic Mind 4 coming out as soon as I get. So I've been unemployed, kind of going through it, but I am starting work next week. So once I get money flowing again and caught back up, I'm gonna get everything rolling again and start dropping it. But Manic Mind 4 is already about to be a 13-track album.
So we look forward to doing that. Let me know when that comes out, and I'll help you promote that.
Oh yeah.
Mike. So, do you have songs picked out for that album already?
You've heard a couple of them live, actually. One of them is Tiptoe. And that country's. I guess it's not country, because every time I say it's country, because I'm not generally a country music person, my brother's been telling me it sounds more like an American folk song than country music whenever he listens to it.
That is what I got from it. You're talking about the one you did at Vibe Fest?
Yes.
I got more the folk feeling than I did country.
That one's going to be on there as well.
Sweet.
Definitely. So I performed a few of the tracks that are going to be on there, including that one that's the hook is much too young to feel this old, much too old to not be bold. That one's going to be on there. I've performed quite a few of them just to kind of like test the crowd to see what exactly I wanted to drop next.
I was trying to talk and my mic was muted. So, is there areas that you think you could improve on in your music?
My fat ass needs to keep on walking more. Stick to eating weed more than I smoke it, and keep on dieting the way that I've been dieting. So honestly, I've been doing good on making sure that I'm eating right, but man, sometimes whenever you wake and bake, you just want to make your healthy breakfast and play Elden Ring all day. Yeah. So that is the struggle, is motivating myself to get up and just do it, do the walks every day instead of every other day or every 2-3 days. Maybe start doing in-house workouts. Yeah. I just need to take better care of myself so that I can perform better.
Yeah, I feel you. I got to improve that myself. Sometimes it's easy to lay up.
Yeah.
Especially when depression kicks in and you just don't want to do nothing.
That's also why I have 500 milligram gummies.
No, that is why you don't want to get off the couch.
Hey, once it settles down, it's a little easier to move around. But if I start moving, where I fuck up whenever I'm telling myself, okay, I'm going for a walk today, is whenever I eat it and then I take a little longer making my breakfast than I mean to. So by the time I'm eating my breakfast, it's starting to set in instead of it setting in as I'm already going for the walk. Because if it sets in as I'm going for the walk, it's fine. I'm going to do my whole walk and I'm going to have a great time because I'm still going to be high when I get home, you know? And but yeah, if I fuck up and I take too long to cook my breakfast, that's where I bad dusted.
So where can people find you at if they want to?
All of my music right now is on SoundCloud due to previously mentioned financial struggles. But
Facebook's free. Facebook is free.
Facebook is free as well. You can find me on Instagram at The Real Dmidd. My handle on Facebook is just DMIDD, all caps. But yeah, my music's also shareable on if you edit videos and stuff on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. So that always helps to promote music as an artist. And you can help get me paid.
Well, hey, listen, part of the Scene Projects, we have a radio station. So if you'll send me some, I'll put a couple songs on there for you.
Hell yeah. I'll send you my SoundCloud for sure.
I'll have to have them in an MP3.
I'm going to send them all to you in zip loop packages, and I hope that your computer can handle the amount of plugins I have on my shit.
Hey, sir, you better not. But, buddy, I want to thank you for coming on today. Is there any parting words you want to share with everybody?
It's okay to not be okay. Just don't be afraid to talk to somebody whenever the voices in your head are louder than the logic.
Very good advice. And also, you guys, remember, you win if you don't quit.
That's why I can't quit drinking whiskey or smoking weed. Exactly.
Until next time, guys, I love you, and remember, you're loved.
Yeah, love you too, buddy.